What's up everybody, Anime X here, and in this video I will be going over Itachi's power in the series in both his Edo Tensei form and when he was alive. I will be explaining why he wouldn't win the war by himself like some people think, but I'll also be explaining why some people downplay his true power. There will be an announcement / shout out at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around to the end. If this is the type of content that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing and hitting the bell to be alerted to all of my videos. And without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first version of Itachi that I will be scaling is him when he's alive. When talking about alive Itachi, there are a few things and feats that need to be talked about to accurately scale him, and a misconception that needs to be cleared up. The misconception is the fact that people think that Jiraiya, in base, is more powerful than Itachi, which is just plain wrong. They think that this is due to the statement of Itachi saying that they would need to escape before he kills him, but the real reason is due to him not wanting to hurt any more Leaf Ninja than he had to. It's clear to tell that he was more powerful than Jiraiya based on the way that he destroys Orochimaru without even trying, and Orochimaru is arguably stronger than Jiraiya, and this is not to say that Jiraiya is weak, but I just wanted to get the misconception of Itachi losing to Jiraiya out of the way. In case you were wondering if Jiraiya in Sage Mode would beat Itachi, that was probably untrue as well, because Itachi beat Orochimaru when he had a Sage Mode-like buff as well, and he basically one-shot him. Now, one of the most important speed feats of his also plays into his best durability feat. This feat comes from the Sasuke and Itachi fight, in which towards the end of the fight, Sasuke uses Kirin, which is basically just a lightning dragon that Sasuke summons from the sky. And Sasuke launches this Kirin at Itachi, seemingly blowing him up in the whole Uchiha hideout, which is about the size of a mountain. But Itachi was able to react to this attack when half dead and reacted to it as he was striking down at him and was almost out of chakra. He was able to bring out his Susanoo and take the Kirin without any damage onto himself. So this makes Itachi a lightning timer bare minimum and massively hypersonic when not in a near-death state. This also gives his Susanoo a durability of about mountain level. And now, before I move on to Itachi when he's in his Edo Tensei, just thinking about it, I think I'm going to have to quickly go over Itachi's overpowered and diverse moveset for all of those who don't know that much about Itachi. Now, to quickly go over Itachi's abilities, Itachi, when being alive and dead, has a very powerful and seemingly overpowered moveset. This moveset consists of the Sharingan, a dojutsu with the ability to copy ninjutsu, cast genjutsu, and see into the future. He also possesses the Mangekyo Sharingan, the Sharingan on steroids with extra bonuses. Possesses the Amaterasu, a black flame that consumes and burns anything it touches. Tsukiyomi, a genjutsu in which Itachi has complete control over time and space and destroys the opponent's psyche. He also has a Susanoo, a giant humanoid weapon of mass destruction, and also the ultimate defense. He also has the ultimate defense for that defense, the Yadamir, a shield that can block any type of attacks, although it isn't omnidirectional. The Totsuka blade, which is a sword that can seal anyone upon contact. Both of these weapons are part of his Susanoo armory. He has Finger Genjutsu, which is a genjutsu which Itachi can cast once you see his finger. He possibly has Izanagi, a genjutsu that impacts the real world, that can basically make you rewrite reality for about 60 seconds. As we've seen when he's in Edo Tensei, he has Izanami, a genjutsu in which Itachi can trap you in an infinite loop until you find your true self, or something mystical and similar to that. He also has exploding shadow clones and regular shadow clones, but these exploding ones are shadow clones that explode, which seems obvious enough. And that is about it for Itachi's moveset, at least the main thing that he does. And with that being said, I think it's time to scale Edo Itachi. Now, before I go into scaling Edo Itachi, I first need to explain Itachi's main weakness when he was alive. And basically, it consisted of him not having enough chakra to continuously use his Mangekyo powers, which made up most of his arsenal, and he also had an extremely crippling disease which contributed to his lack of stamina. And on top of that, he was starting to go blind from his overuse of the Mangekyo Sharingan. Now, part of the reason that Edo Itachi is way more powerful than alive Itachi is because when he becomes an Edo Tensei, he doesn't have any of these problems to worry about. Being a reanimation fixes his illness, blindness, and especially his stamina problem. So now, Itachi can spam Tsukiyomi and Amaterasu and keep up his Susanoo almost indefinitely. That alone would make him superior to his alive version, but on top of that, Itachi has speed feats that rival KCM-1 Naruto. The same KCM-1 Naruto that dodged a full speed Raikage, and that same Raikage is stated to be able to attack at the speed of light. This means, at bare minimum, Itachi will be relativistic in terms of speed, and on the higher end, you could scale him to faster than light. He also almost single-handedly takes down Kabuto through the use of Izanami. Edo Itachi can also be scaled to EMS Sasuke due to them being able to fight evenly together against Kabuto, and this once again shows the vast improvement of power from when he was alive. Now, as much as I'd like to end the video on a high note, explaining why Itachi is awesome and super powerful and why he's underrated, there is something that I need to debunk really quickly, and that is the thought that Itachi solos his entire Naruto verse and could have ended the war if he was there. Well, this can be debunked in many ways, but one of them is being that Itachi was in the war and didn't stop it. Another one would be the fact that he was relative in terms of power to KCM1 Naruto, that was fatigued from having all of his shadow clones fight Kage level fighters. But even KCM2 enhanced with Sage Mode got stomped by Obito and Madara. And one glaring detail that needs to be stated is the fact that it took Itachi, Killer Bee, and KCM1 Naruto to destroy a planetary devastation from Nagato that paled in comparison to the 2 meteors that was summoned by Madara, and there would be nothing that Itachi would be able to do about something on that scale. So on that note, I'm going to close out this video, but stick around because I have an announcement at the end of the video like I said in the intro. Now, before I close out this video, I would just like to give credit to GG_Yeet on Instagram for giving me this video idea on one of my Instagram posts, and I would encourage you guys to follow me on Instagram to see my anime content and also give me suggestions. And I would just like to thank you, GG_Yeet, if you made it this far in the video, and I hope that you like this video because I made it specifically for you and from your requests, and I hope that everybody that watched it also enjoyed. Once again, I would like to thank everyone that made it this far in the video, and if you like this video and like the content that I do, consider subscribing and hitting the bell to be alerted to all of my content, and make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms so you can interact with me more and see my posts and quick form power scaling posts. And as always guys, this is Anime X, signing off.